Okay guys, hello and welcome again to Tskuba International Raceway or International Circuit in the heart of Japan. We are here for a VR room, the home of online motorsport, which is round 8. I'm just about to upload round 7, so that should be on the web soon. Please do tune into that and have a look. That was at Suzuka. Fantastic race and a really good finish, so please do catch up on that one. Now, on to Tskuba International Circuit, a very small circuit here, completely contrasting the big straights and fast corners of Suzuka. This one is a much slower lap, and the speeds are a lot slower, and plus we're only talking half the lap time as well. It's about 1 minute 3 seconds a lap here. So I'll run us through the qualification process. 10-minute qualifying took place here between all the main protagonists. It was won by the poleman Freddy Cat, doing a superbly good blistering pace, closely followed by the two Rosso racing cars of JB Player and VRDM. So Freddy Cat doing a really good pace then. There was something like 1/1000th of a second separating JB and Freddy Cat, I believe. I may be wrong on that, so please correct me if I am. By GHP finishing in 4th here, qualifying in 4th. That's a very good performance from him. He did get fastest lap, if you remember, from round 7. VR Race 42 is a good 5th place. Whiskers in 6th, very impressive. GT Shadow again, 7th, very impressive, much higher than we used to see in those two. So maybe they've got something in the bag or under the sort of belt for round here. Now Rayman 1885 following up in 8th. VR Badger, very poor performance. I believe he had some kind of an incident and a crash in qualification. And then we've got the two SVRT cars in 10th and 11th. So obviously not suiting those two. That's Mad Dog McTaz and Mad Dog Sheepy. 12th is Dizzy Mind, and Alan is at the back. So we're just going to have a look at the trials and tribulations and the demands that this circuit can give a driver. So, Tskuba International Raceway, very tiny this circuit, a little bit like a go-kart track I liken it to. I'm going to show you how a lap can be put together here. We're on board with Team Rosso Racing DMJH again. We'll go on the roof cam when this comes on. It's worth mentioning it's a 1.27 mile circuit, this one, so very short. The straight that we're going on now is 0.28 miles long. There's an elevation difference of only 17.4 feet here, so it's very flat with 8 corners. So corner 1, hugging the inside, flat on the gas to a little S left and right, being sure to get as much apex as possible, braking at this second apex here, heading for the left of the circuit. The back will step out, but you can easily correct that with a bit of opposite lock. Flooring the pedal now and unwinding the steering, and backing off the gas slightly before you turn in and flick under the Dunlop bridge. Hard on the gas out to the left, taking as much of the rumble strip as possible. Out wide to the right, into the left, and then braking hard for the last corner. Again, the back steps out a little bit. It's not a problem because there's a lot of camber here, so it's flat on the gas now. Trying to get maximum drive down the back straight. The last bend on the start-finish straight is just a little back off of the gas, turn in, 4th gear, trail brake maybe a little bit. Keen to get right into the rumble strip on the right. So when you spy the cones on the left now, you can boot the pedal and out to the left we go. There's one flying lap off to Tskuba. Fantastic circuit. Now back to the action, methinks. So here we are, straight back to the action at Tskuba. The lights go to green and away we go. Freddy Cat is stonking off, a really good lead there, really good start to his campaign. 15 laps here we get, ladies and gentlemen. The two Team Rosso cars in the background, battling hard, leaving each other plenty of room. Race 42 has nabbed DM, so race 42 now up into 5th place from Zeus Whiskers. Rayman, GT Shadow, Badger holding pretty in 9th. Mad Dog McTaz, Mad Dog Sheepy and Dizzy. Now Badger again shifting places like mad. There was a lot of shifting around on that particular start there. Hell of a lot of stuff going off, to be honest with you. Very good start from VR Race though. We'll just have a little bit of a replay on board from VR Race point of view. So we'll go on his roof cam. So here he is up in 5th for the start, so replaying again. We've got DM and JB and GHP at the side now. I believe VR makes up 2 places on this particular first opening gambit. Up the inside there of DM. He's nabbed DM. He's on the inside of GHP. GHP giving him plenty of room, and through he goes. So very, very good start for race 42 there. Oh, very close behind him though. Look at that, all the main protagonists coming around the mid-corner towards the Dunlop bridge. That's Badger off in the background, I believe. A few little bits of Argy Barges going off in the back, actually. Let's have a look at that. That's Dizzy Mind and Mad Dog McTaz. They've all managed to get round all unscathed, but typical opening gambit that, I'm afraid, for Tskuba. Very, very typical. It's very difficult to get away from people here, but Freddy Cat is doing a good job of it. Already I'd say he has at least, what, half a second lead there over JB, who's trying to reel him in. Freddy Cat keen to score as many points as possible, remember, because he is second in the championship, and he obviously feels that you know, a win is well within him, and I think it is a win well within him, to be honest with you, around here. But we'll just see how it goes on. DM in the meantime has got past race 42, so Team Rosso, sorry, 2 and 3, and Fred Cat up into 1. People are changing places all over the place here, really hard to keep a track of. We've had no yellow flags or incidents for the marshals to have to cope with for quite a few rounds now, to be honest with you. I think the last yellow flags was just at the end of round 6, or just the beginning of round 6. So it'd be very unusual for us not to have a yellow round here, to be honest with you. Because by its very nature, it's very twisty circuit, and that brings lots of close racing, as you can see. So all the protagonists have made it round safely on lap 2 of 5. What a fantastic shot of all the cars there, absolutely superb that is. On the back of Freddy Cat's car now, watching JB and DM trying to catch him up. Now JB is quite close here, taking a wider line, favouring a little bit of a cutback to see if he can just sort of slingshot past. Not working. In the meantime, VR Race 42 has not dropped VR DM, so he's keeping up pace nicely. The closest battle, I think, is Mr. Whiskers. So we'll have a look at this. This is Mr. Whiskers, GHP, Badger and Rayman. So we'll stay on that because this is the closest action on track. It's like a train going around the midsection there. Now Badger will want to score as many points as possible. He is currently 3rd in the championship, but he scored no points at race 6, but he did get that wonderful 2nd at the last round. I hope I haven't given anything away there for anybody who might not have watched it. No positions changing at the moment, but up ahead I've just spotted we've got Freddy Cat and JB having a bit of a ding-dong. We'll go on board with JB, so JB tucked up tight behind, challenging for the lead. Both cars understeering a little bit as they come round the main start-finish straight. Freddy Cat going to the inside slightly to make it defensive, but it looks like we might have a nose stuck in from JB, but yeah, he did it, he absolutely did it. I didn't expect him to do that. He stuck his nose in, and I thought Freddy Cat was cutting it off, but Freddy Cat didn't. He left it wide enough, but again, JB leaving enough room. Freddy Cat's back up on the inside, so it's side-by-side stuff, should I say, at Tskuba. A little bit of a rub up the back from JB. Not unusual for that to happen on such a tight, twisty circuit. Always brings a bit of drama here. That's what I find. Always get a bit of drama. It's all good, clean fun, of course, but you always get a bit of drama here because of how close it is. People can't get away and they tend up tripping over each other. Particularly what you'll find, if you stay tuned into my YouTube channel, when I get round 9 up, reverse grid order here. The next race, of course, is reverse grid, so the fastest guys are going to be at the back. That will really mix it up because you've got all the faster guys trying to pal through all the slower guys, and there's not really many overtaking opportunities on this circuit, to be fair. So in the meantime, Freddy Cat round the outside now. DM, in the meantime, is catching up on all these guys because of the squabbling that we're seeing up front. DM is very, very close here. So let's just go on the roof cam of DM. He's in 3rd place currently. Race 42 behind, and ahead there we've got JB Player and Fred Cat. Into the middle hairpin. Fred Cat covering off the line reasonably well, hitting the apex slightly earlier than JB, and JB is alongside. DM could see himself going through here very, very quickly because DM's got the faster run out of this corner underneath the Dunlop Bridge down into the last hairpin corner. Let's just see if anything happens now. I would think DM will keep it wide because JB's covered him off quite well, but DM's prime position here for a cutback, and the two cars ahead have just collided side by side. There'll be Dormers hanging off those two. Now DM's getting a double slipstream down the straight here. Let's just see this from the outside if we can. These three have pulled a long, long way from VR Race 42. So race 42 fallen back into the clutches of Whiskers a little bit. We have had a couple of drivers pull out of this race, unfortunately. Oh, and it's a three-way ding-dong still at the front. Very tight, very battling. The two Rosso racing cars. Be very, very careful not to trip up over each other, of course. That's the last thing they want. So race 42 heading up the rest of the pack. If we just go on race 42's car at the back, that is VR Badger doing a very good job coming through. And behind there we've got GHP and Zeus Whiskers. So can race 42 hold Badger off? Now Badger managed to nab him in the last race, but again it's a totally different kettle of fish round here. So we'll just have to wait with bated breath. We are on lap 6 of 15 now, as we watch race 42 go around the circuit. Let's have a look at lap times. The fastest lap at the moment is held by, it's a 1:02.963, which is DM. So DM in third place is the fastest on the circuit, and there's only 3/10.288 of a second separating the first three players, and then it's a 3-second gap back to this man here, race 42. So fastest lap at the moment to Team Rosso. That may change. I'm wondering what pace GHP can get out of his car. And you can just see those three cars up ahead battling around the first corner. Now if we go on board with Whiskers, he's at the back of here. Let's just see what the SVRT is doing with Mad Dog McTaz. He is totally by himself. GT Shadow by himself. Mad Dog is having a ding-dong, so right down at the bottom for the last place here we've got number 8, Mad Dog McSheepy in the SVRT, with Dizzy Mind, number 11, trying to get past. It's reasonably close. We'll just have a look for a few moments longer and see if Dizzy Mind can catch up. I don't know what kind of a pace Dizzy Mind's doing. Let's see if it's anywhere near what Mad Dog McSheepy can do. And actually, the other SVRT car, they're catching it. If you go on board with Mad Dog McTaz, you'll see there in the number 7 car. You'll see just behind him rolling around the corner, there's his teammate, McSheepy, followed by Dizzy Mind. So it's close all the way to the back, guys. So this racing's coming live to you from vrroom.org. If you've not seen that, please check it out on the web. It's free to join and you can get good, close, competitive, hard racing action like this. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel to follow all the seasons and catch up with all the very latest action. Just subscribe on whatever device you're on. There should be a subscription button up somewhere to the top of your screen. That will be greatly appreciated. And you can also follow me on Twitter at DigitalDave, #DigitalDave, or @_DigitalDave, where you can get all the very latest tweets from VR Room. All the rooms here at VR Room are fully marshalled, so we have people watching whilst we race, and we have full race rules, including all the flags. We've got a rule for everything, in fact, to make it all fair and competitive, and we have really good camaraderie and banter in the paddock as well. So please do come along. Okay, that's enough about me flogging the website to everyone. Back to the action. We can see, you've been watching on your screen, actually, Fredkai is holding off JB and DM. So nothing has changed up front. Race 42, oh my goodness me, I'm glad I clipped to that just on the inside of the corner. Badger's going for it down the outside. It's two abreast, and in the background we've got Zeus Whiskers going off. Will Badger sneak his little sneaky little Badger on the outside, or the inside? Is going on the outside trying for the cutback, but that's left him open to GHP, and GHP has got through on Badger nearly. But Badger has just managed to hold him off. Unbelievable stuff. That's brave stuff, that is. Very brave stuff. So, hammer and tongs on it all the way down the field. We've got McTaz by himself. Dizzy Mind has got McSheepy. I missed that one. I was snoozing and losing. So, Dizzy Mind has overtaken McSheepy. So, very well played, number 13. Dizzy Mind looks like he's going to be able to score a point here, provided they keep it consistent. But McSheepy will be after him. He's got that SVRT badge to uphold, so he won't want to finish flat last. Oh, but he's just lost it, just as I said. He's lost it, so that means that McSheepy will be straight back through again. That's a terrible shame for Dizzy Mind. All that hard work, and he'll have to go and do it all again. So on the mid-pack, race 42, just holding off Badger, only just. Badger on the outside, GHP and Zeus on the inside. Oh my goodness me, Badger's nearly sideswiped GHP. Unbelievable stuff there. He lost control, he went wide on the grass. Now on the inside, oh, and again, that's dirty tyres. Has Badger completely spooned that? Oh, where's Badger? Oh no, that was shocking news. That deserves a little sneaky replay, that one does. So as we can see on the roof cam of Badger, coming round, we're on lap 9 of 15, well 10 of 15 this happened on. He's just got he's gone too wide here. He's picked up some dirt here on the left. Now you can watch, here he goes off. There's a little bit of dirt, just sideswipes GHP, but they survive. Now he's got dirty tyres. If you don't back off, guys, you'll come off. And he's gone in very aggressive, turned in. As he's flooring the pedal, it stepped out, and also the over-rotation on the... Oh, and very lucky to miss Whiskers then, good God. He was very lucky, he got a bit of over-rotation, a bit of an anchor point on those curbs as well, which pulled his car around. So a culmination of one thing led to another with that one, so that's very unfortunate for Team Rosso, very unfortunate indeed. Hard luck, Badger. Hard luck, Badger. So, Freddy Cat still leading this race from JB Player 1 and VRDM. DM will be keen to try to beat Freddy Cat, of course, because Freddy Cat is the main rival to DM on points. Going into round 6, remember, Freddy Cat was 51 points, DM was 75 points, and Badger was 48 points. So there's a 24-point difference there, I think, between DM and Freddy Cats. Now, if Freddy Cat finishes ahead, that's going to be lesser than 24 points, of course. I can't quite do the maths, but I think it'll be somewhere around sort of 18 points. And DM won't want that at all, so DM needs to maximise on this and try to get ahead of Freddy Cat. But crucially, DM's teammate is in his way. They race each other hard, the boys at Rosso Racing, but DM still needs to get past JB, but he's got to do it fairly, if he can do it at all, because JB has got some... Oh, and there's just as... Oh, dearie me! It's gone wide. JB has gone wide. Now, I don't think that was a result of any contact. I just think he drifted wide there, so that's put DM in a position to now go for Freddy Cat. But we've only got 4 laps left now on the live timers. Let's just check out pace. Freddy Cat's last lap was a 1:29 and DM was a 1:3, so there's nothing in it, 1/10 of a second. But DM still has got fastest lap with a 1:02.5 versus Freddy Cat 1:6.8, so there's nothing in it really, and JB's up there as well. So can DM catch and pass Freddy Cat? That's the question, guys. Now let's look at that mid-pack, and Race 42 has pulled out a nice neat gap now going down into the mid-section. Just prior to the Dunlop Bridge, and hopefully he'll be able to hold that off. Just behind there's GHP and Whiskers, and of course Badger's dropped off there. So it's not quite as close at the back. How's GT Shadow doing, and McTaz? Sheepy, yeah, Dizzy Mind still after Sheepy, so I'll have to keep abreast of that one. But up the front is where the action is for the lead of this race. Now, can DM reel in Fred Cat? So we're on the back of Freddy Cat's car, and that's DM. Now, we know he's got some decent pace round here. We also know that DM tests all his vehicles round here as well. So he's quite good at this circuit. It's one of his favourite. And if you'd like to, you can also on my YouTube... Oh, and very, very close. You can also tune in on the YouTube channel and see the track guide for Tskuba. Please do that, that would be absolutely great. Now, we've got 2 laps left. And what's the current gap to DM? The current gap is half a second to DM. So DM just has to make half a second up. One little mistake by Fred Cat and DM will be through. And vice versa, to be honest with you. So it's exciting stuff here at Tskuba for round 8 of this Cappuccino League. Oh, it is close. Anyone could win this race, and DM looks like he's putting him under a lot of pressure now. Fred Cat actually has got the hardest job because he's got the pressure from DM behind, and he's got to focus on being quick but not too quick, so he doesn't outdrive it, because DM will get past him if he makes a mistake. And DM has got the easy job. It's always easier to chase than it is to be in the lead. DM experienced that himself with Mr. Green earlier on this season, if you remember, back at round 4. So going slightly defensive. First and second, DM all over him, right up his backside there. Let's just have a look on that rear cam. Very, very close stuff. He was nearly through, rubbing him along the circuit. We're on lap 14 of 15. DM so close to him. Unbelievable stuff. Oh no, and he's caught his tyre, and DM is off. DM is off. As DM held it, he's held it together, but he just caught the back tyre on the grass and just spun it up a little bit, and that's put him into the clutches of his teammate. So Freddy Cat is going to win this. Mistake from the guy who was chasing far too hard, sniffing victory, and now he's fallen into the clutches of his teammate. Oh my word. Now DM will go defensive as much as the teammates. They are there to race each other. JB on the outside. Oh, blimey, that's really bad luck. Now in the meantime as well, DM's still in the lead there. In the meantime, this has hotted up. These two guys here have caught up to VR Race, so maybe VR Race has had a bit of a ding-dong. Badger up into 7th, catching a little bit at the back. So we're on lap 15 of 15. It's the final lap, and it's looking like Freddy Cat is going to win. And by my reckoning, that will be the 3rd victory this season for Freddy Cat. So big shout out, he's performing very, very well. Oh, blimey, what a good shot of the midsection of the circuit there. Looks like Raced is going to survive this one, I would have thought. Those two, GHP and Whiskers, battling far too hard in the background there. So on board with Freddy Cat as we're coming round to the final corner. He's making it stick beautifully. He's got a big gap now to those guys. So Freddy Cat is going to win this race. The two Rosso racing cars in the background having a ding-dong. And look at the state of that. DM going defensive on JB. JB pinging it to the outside. Freddy Cat's coming across the line for a magnificent win. 3rd win here at VR Room. Congratulations to Fred Cat. Excellent stuff. So there he is winning the race. And DM and JB side by side. I've no idea which one's which, but it's Team Rosso 2nd and 3rd. It's DM from JB. And in the background there, Raystars held it off. Race coming round 4th. Zuth Whiskers in 5th. We'll see Badger flying around the corner after that. Spater Bad looking 6th. 7th is GT Shadow. Good race from him. And the first of the SVRT cars, Mad Dog McTaz coming round, followed by Mad Dog McSheepy in 9th under no pressure at all from by GHP, who's actually quite a long way back. So fantastic race, guys, that well done. That's round 8 done. I'll be sure to get round 9 done as soon as possible. Victory for Fred Cat and DM in 2nd and JB Player 1 in 3rd. I've been Dave Higgins, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you all soon for round 9. Thank you for watching.